Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka geekxxchic, and I'm back with another reaction to The Flash. This one is for the latest episode, which is called Snowpack, I believe. So last episode, we finally got Nora's origin story. Something that many of us have been curious about. I kind of feel like we should have gotten it earlier in the season though. I feel like maybe right after we found out that Nora was working with Eobard, or better yet, I think it would have been a great way to introduce the fact that Nora was working with Eobard, because it would have still given us that same tension around when the truth would come out. But whatever, they decided to do it last episode, and it was good to at least get some more pieces filled in as far as how things came about, of her figuring out how her chip was put inside of her, how she pieced together that Iris was the one who did it. It's the biggest reveal for me out of that whole episode was the fact that Iris didn't tell her that her dad was the Flash. I had no idea that Iris had kept all of that from her, because they kind of made it seem in the earlier part of the season that she always knew her dad was the Flash, but she assumed that she never got powers. But Iris kept a lot from her, and so it makes it clear as to why Nora was so salty towards her when she first came. And I just feel like the show really should have put that in earlier so we could have seen that justification, because a lot of us were harder on Nora earlier this season because of how crazy mean she was to Iris. But now we get a little bit more context. It still wasn't nice of her, but it was more understandable at the very least. But anyway, we know the story now. But we saw that Barry is still not having it. Understandable. He just can't trust Nora. She lied a lot. She continued to lie, even when she had no reason to do so anymore. She had ample opportunities to come forth and be the person to tell everyone the truth, and she chose not to. So I understand where Barry is coming from. It isn't necessarily the best move on his part at the moment, just because Nora, we've already seen, makes poor decisions when she feels like she's got no one left. I feel like we have some potential for Nora to make some silly mistakes though. I'm hoping she doesn't, but we're not going to know until we watch the episode. So without further ado, let's get into this episode and we will chat a little about it after, okay? Let's go.
What about asking how I feel?
I didn't think I had to.
Woo! This is the second time he's yelled at Iris.
Wait, what the hell does that mean?
You know, we've been through so much crap. We've been through so much therapy, and you are still making decisions based on your emotions.
Yes, I'm right this time.
Yikes.
Going to the Speed Force and leaving me, were you right those times too?
You think I wanted to do this?
What about the last time that I get to see her, Barry? I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
Damn it, Iris, she lied to us for months.
And she
Wow.
explained why.
That she was working with Dawn.
Wow. Wow. Dial it back, Barry. Wow. Damn, this is real, y'all. This is the realest I've ever seen them fight.
Maybe if he killed your mother in front of you, you'd feel differently.
Oh my God. Keep shoveling, Barry. Keep shoveling.
You're back. But because it's Nora, because it's our daughter, the person who finally stopped hating you. You refuse to see how dangerous this is.
Barry.
You talk about
Barry, I love you, but you need to stop talking.
Decisions based on emotion.
Stop talking.
Look in the mirror.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Iris, you need to leave before some shoes and earrings start coming off. Yeah. You see that look right there, Barry? You see that look? She was 2 seconds of putting a heel right through your face. Oh, sir. I mean, but wow.
They never felt you coming. How did you do that?
God, Nora.
Thon, tell me how you did it.
Negative Speed Force.
I can go back in time to see.
This girl never learns. Never learns.
Can you teach me how to use it?
Look at her, like a crack addict. Throw the whole kid away. I'm trying, guys, but Nora's trying every nerve I've got. I can't.
You've done enough.
Perhaps I have.
Why are you mad at Sherlock? He did nothing wrong, you guys. Come on.
Looks like Grace was gone.
Of course. I don't know why you guys didn't grab baby Grace. I said this.
Energy blast with.
That's not how you shoot effectively, sir. Yeah. Literally looking the other direction. You look ridiculous. Sorry.
How the hell is that the right choice? Your father is trapped inside an ice monster, Caitlin. What was
Sure.
I supposed to do? Split custody with him on the weekends? You could try telling me this.
I like Caitlin's mom more than I like Caitlin.
But you guys are like the Meghan and Harry of superhero royalty.
Oh, what a
Your
cute
love is
reference.
eternal. The loneliness is pain. Pain racing through your mind, crushing you, wrecking you, shattering your soul.
Wow, this is horrible. I don't like this. It's like the opposite of all the things you should do. This is taking you further away from your father, Nora. I don't understand though. Like, Barry should be able to outrun that.
Power source I need to access to save Mr. Allen. Watch out. That will work.
That's the power of a daddy, okay?
Now with a sample of my blood, he can create a serum that will permanently suppress our human sides. He wants a nice family, and he's willing to erase us to get it.
But that makes no sense. Okay. There's my bro with the beard. Tell me how his power allows him to change pigment, y'all.
To do your best to follow in his footsteps to make him proud?
That wasn't on anyone but you.
How could he leave me?
Wait.
I'm so over this girl. I'm so over her.
Don't let it drive Barry away. The only way for you to help Nora is by doing it as a family.
Jesus. What Amon Thawne is giving relevant marriage advice? Where does this world come to? Screw these writers.
Bear will find them. We always do.
How, Joe? How are we gonna find them?
Stop yelling at people.
We
I really can't handle any more Frosts. I can't. Please, don't do this to us.
All right, if it's just us, it's just us. Let's do
Let's
this.
do this thing.
What's happening?
They were so happy.
Caitlin and her.
So are we just having a fight of our icicle paths? Is that what's happening? Oh, there you are, Thomas. Father's love.
Is it really you?
For now.
It's really
Metacuffs. Immediately. Don't trust it. This is a dangerous place to have a reunion. What about your mama, though? Is she the new icicle? Where the heck did you come from? Yeah, but Caitlin, we've already seen you're not that great at actual combat, but okay. Y'all keep forgetting this chick's been in the future just practicing for this crap. Well, that was disappointing as I expected. Oh, we're gonna lose Dad? That quickly? What was the point of any of that? Can't you use your freezing to stop the bleeding, Caitlin?
No, I'm gonna stay at the loft tonight.
You are.
Yeah,
Y'all need to talk.
we should talk.
Yeah, no yelling. Let's talk.
John Stamos, still handsome. Not age.
How does John Stamos get all this love in different shows? Who is he hanging with in Hollywood? It's so turned white. Why? Because this show's so predictable.
I shouldn't have left, Nora, or made that decision without you.
Sure.
Whatever.
I know now that we can't solve this if we don't stick together.
That's the truth.
Barely solve things with you, so without you.
Are we making jokes already?
Yes,
Really?
we are. Because he's cute. We haven't had a Westallen kiss in 500 years. Great. So glad you're here, Nora. How hilarious would it be if Little Grace is like, I don't like you. I'd love it. All right, well, that was the latest episode of The Flash. Yeah, I kind of knew from anytime you hear Snow or Frost, we always know that it's something to do with Caitlin and her family. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit contradictory. Like, the whole point of this, of Icicle, was that he didn't care about, like, the human part at all anymore. Like, he was like, I just want to be bad. If you don't want to be bad, get out of my way. So the fact that he went out of his way to try to make Caitlin's mom a meta makes no sense to me. I also don't think we need more Frost metas, but whatever. Okay, that happened. I knew it happened too. I was like, she gets in the chamber, she's gonna be a meta. So I don't know where that's going. I would be lying if I said I'm particularly interested. But as far as the stuff with Nora, yeah, what I thought was gonna happen did. She was not left with a lot of, or she felt like she didn't have a lot of options. She's extraordinarily impetuous. I've brought this out since she arrived on the scene. This Nora just has no sense of stopping and thinking things through even a little bit before she runs off and does it, and she just never learns. Like time after time after time this season, we've seen her literally run into dangerous situations, make huge mistakes, and learn nothing from them. And it's just, I'm over it. Like, I'm really trying hard, but I know some of y'all in the comments didn't like it when I said this earlier in the season, but I don't think we're keeping Nora. And I think the writers are starting to make it so that we understand that if Nora does not continue on, we'll understand why. And I know it sucks in the sense of I don't want a child of Barry and Iris to not be around, so to speak, but there's a theme that started from the beginning of season 4, which is that Nora shouldn't be here. And I believe that. At first I thought it was just in this timeline, which is true. She's not supposed to be in this timeline. The fact that she keeps just forgetting that she belongs in 2049 is quite annoying. But honestly, I'm starting to think it means Nora's not supposed to be here, as in she's not supposed to exist. I don't think Nora's supposed to exist. I think one of Barry's many treks back in the past that he shouldn't have made fractured the timeline. And much like, Diggle's son is a daughter now, I think we have the same thing with Nora. I think Nora was created, but she wasn't supposed to be. And I know it sounds horrible, but if it happened to Diggle and he survived it, it can happen to Barry and Iris, and they can survive it. I honestly believe that, that whole thing about we need more diapers, Iris is going to have twins. I have no doubt in my mind Iris is going to have the tornado twins, and Nora is going to not be Nora anymore. She's not going to be around anymore. Whether it's going to be like an Avengers thing where she just turns into dust or whatever, but I'm over it. I'm sorry, guys. I know it sounds harsh, and I do like some aspects of Nora, but honestly, I've seen this path coming for a while. Like, the fact that she's so quick to be like, oh, I'm just gonna, my dad doesn't have the nerve to stop loving me. It's like, girl, you chose to obsess over Barry your whole life. That was nobody's fault but yours. And especially knowing that he wasn't even your father, or not even realizing the Flash was your father, you still chose to obsess over this thing. Even your friend from the future was like, you have an obsessive personality. She is Thawne. If I didn't know better, I think she was Thawne's child. That's exactly what Thawne did. He obsessed over Barry to the point of madness. So here she is. She accessed the negative speed force. That's the literal antithesis of Barry. Like, they're just making it more and more that Nora's just not going to be able to mesh with her family. She can't. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I think the writers are making it so that we understand when Nora disappears that it has to be for a reason. And I have a feeling that potentially maybe Barry might be the only one who's going to remember Nora. I feel like we're going to have a shift once again, and we're not going to have Nora, and we're going to have a new timeline with the twins. And again, as I said, I do like this character. I did like this character to some degree. I love the way that Jessica has played her. I never liked the writing for Nora. I'm sorry. Whoever was in charge of her writing, just in my opinion, handled her whole arc terribly. And it's a shame, because Jessica Parker Kennedy, literally looks like the amalgamation of Barry and of those two actors, of, why are their names right out of my head, of Candace and Grant. She literally looks like she could be their child. But yeah, I think we're going the way of saying goodbye to Nora, and yeah, I think they're going to make it so that it's a little less of a blow for us fans, in the sense of she's just not working out to be the kind of child. Like, from the get-go, it almost feels like this Nora was not meant to be, from Iris turning into the kind of person that would put a chip into her child and lie to her whole life, to her going to the negative speed force. Like, I just feel like everything goes back to that line that Barry said in season 4, which is that Nora shouldn't be here. And yeah, I think that that's what's going to end up happening. And like I said, we have a new showrunner starting next season, so maybe we want to start over with something fresh. And all those things that Barry said since the beginning of the season about how he wants to be the father that gets to be there and experience all the things with his daughter, not have her show up from the future fully grown with all those moments missed. So that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens. I honestly forgot all about Cicada, because it just feels like this whole storyline with Cicada and Cicada 2 is taking way too long for my liking. I'm not even sure if I don't know. I don't know where she's going with this. I don't know if I care anymore, but I do think that the whole thing with her being connected to Nora is going to be significant somehow in the finale, which is not that far off yet. So we'll have to see what happened, guys. What did you think of the episode? Where do you think this is going to go? Do you have any predictions? Please, what do you think about Nora? Do you think I'm right about that? Please leave your comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. And if you like this video, please click like. And if you want to see more from this geeky face, please click subscribe. Until next time, see ya.